She can actually transform into the enemy's appearance. Bella morphed into Hawk's likeness, so convincing even the real Hawk couldn't tell who was who. Bella threw Dylan's arm over her shoulder, helping him step by step. Dylan looked in bad shape but gritted his teeth without complaint.
Where's Hawk?
Dylan muttered under his breath.
He took off. Probably went to track down Victor and the others.
Bella replied. Dylan frowned.
He's not gonna let you guys off easy.
Relax.
Bella reassured him.
He doesn't know about my new ability yet. Plus, I already took care of 2 of his goons.
Dylan gave a small nod, not saying anything more. They reached the basement exit. Bella unlocked the door, revealing a dimly lit hallway. She kept a firm grip on Dylan, moving cautiously forward. The hallway was dim and eerie, with shadows stretching across the walls. Bella stayed on high alert, listening for any sound.
You holding up okay?
Bella asked in a low voice.
I can keep going.
Dylan gritted out, his voice strained. At the end of the hallway, they found a heavy iron door. Bella pushed against it, but it was locked.
Shit.
She muttered. Bella conjured a thin piece of metal and carefully worked on the lock. Finally, with a satisfying click, the door swung open. Outside was a desolate underground parking lot, with a few beat-up cars scattered around. Bella helped Dylan over to one of them. She tried the car door. To her surprise, it wasn't locked. Bella eased Dylan into the passenger seat before sliding into the driver's seat.
Do you even know how to drive?
Dylan asked, raising an eyebrow.
Sort of.
Bella replied, silently praying the car would start. She twisted the key in the ignition. The engine roared to life.
Hell yeah.
She muttered, exhaling in relief. Bella hit the gas, and the car rolled out of the parking lot.
Where to now?
Bella asked.
Just get us the hell out of here.
The car emerged onto a barren, desolate street. The silence was eerie, broken only by the faint sound of distant explosions.
Hawk's ability is a real pain in the ass.
Dylan said suddenly.
He can turn into a shadow whenever he wants. Regular attacks won't work.
I know.
Bella replied calmly.
But he's not invincible.
Dylan glanced at her but didn't say anything else. They drove until Bella spotted figures up ahead. Her heart sank. She slowed the car, pulling over and killing the engine.
What's wrong?
Dylan asked, his voice tense.
There are people up ahead.
Bella whispered, squinting to make out the figures. As they got closer, Bella's stomach dropped. Leading the group was Hawk himself, flanked by his men, all looking pissed.
Fuck! He's found us.
Bella muttered under her breath. Dylan's expression darkened.
He's not gonna let us go without a fight.
Bella bit her lip, her mind racing. She turned to Dylan and said,
Stay in the car. I'll distract them.
No way. That's too dangerous.
Trust me, I've got this.
Bella said with a small smile. Before Dylan could argue, she slipped out of the car. Taking a deep breath, Bella focused her energy. In an instant, her body morphed into Hawk's form, mimicking his appearance perfectly. Hawk and his crew froze, startled to see Hawk standing there.
What the fuck are you doing here?
The real Hawk barked. Bella, mimicking his voice and demeanor, replied,
I just found a lead and came to check it out.
A lead? What kind of lead?
Hawk asked. Bella didn't miss a beat.
Some survivor mentioned spotting a mutated zombie nearby. Thought I'd confirm it.
Hawk stared at her, his eyes boring into hers. Bella's heart pounded, but she kept her expression cool and composed.
Fine. Keep looking.
Hawk finally said, waving her off. He turned and continued down the road with his men. Bella let out a shaky breath, waiting until they were out of sight before sprinting back to the car.
How'd it go?
Dylan asked, his voice tight with worry.
I managed to fool them for now.
Bella said, sliding into the driver's seat.
But we need to get the hell out of here.
She started the car again, flooring the gas pedal as they sped away.
How the hell did you pull that off?
Dylan asked, his curiosity piqued.
New ability.
Bella said simply. Dylan nodded, leaning back in his seat and closing his eyes, clearly exhausted. Bella kept her focus on the road. The dark, empty streets stretched ahead, silent and foreboding. Bella's gaze hardened with determination. This fight was far from over. Hawk's shadow ability was a serious problem, but Bella wasn't about to let him keep the upper hand. She'd find a way to win.